Hello and welcome back to the Wise Mindset Guy podcast, the podcast where we explore the strategies and habits of self-improvement to live your best life. I'm your host, Nat Plastino, and today we're diving into one of the most critical aspects of achieving an amazing life, optimizing your time. If you ever felt like there's just not enough hours in a day, have you ever felt this way before? I know I have. Or, you kind of struggle to balance work, family, and personal goals. Really, this episode is for you. We'll be kind of discussing today, practical tips, proven strategies, and the mindset shifts necessary to make the most out of every minute. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's get started. Now, understanding the value of time. Time is our most valuable resource. Unlike money or material possessions, once time is spent, it's gone forever. We worry, a lot about money and possessions. That's one of the biggest worries we have. And we never really worry that much about time, and we don't understand that time is not renewable. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's gone forever. Yet many of us, we don't treat time with the respect it deserves. We often find ourselves, caught up in busy work, procrastination, and distractions that steal precious hours from our day. Understanding the true value of time, is the first step toward optimizing it. Think about this. If you had only a week left to live, how would you spend your time? What activities and people would you prioritize? This perspective can be really a powerful motivator to focus on what truly matters. Now, there's this thing called the Eisenhower matrix. It's one of these, and it's an effective tool, for prioritizing your time. And it's named after, of course, President Dwight D. Eisenhower. He famously said in his quote, "What is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important." The Eisenhower matrix, helps to categorize tasks into really kind of four quadrants, four areas. One is like urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and then not urgent and not important. I know it's kind of confusing, but we'll go through each one of them, right? So like urgent and important, these tasks, really need immediate attention. They are critical for your success and often involve like deadlines. We prioritize these first, and then important but not urgent. These kind of tasks are essential for long-term success and personal growth. We kind of schedule time for these activities to prevent them from becoming urgent, right? And then urgent but not important, these tasks are often distractions. They may require immediate attention but don't really significantly contribute to your goals. We kind of delegate these tasks if possible, if we can. And then not urgent, not important. These are basically time wasters. Eliminate or minimize these activities as best as possible. When we, consistently use the Eisenhower matrix, you can really ensure that your time is spent on activities that align with more your long-term goals and values. Now, again, we also can do what's called, time blocking. It's a very powerful technique, optimizing time, optimizing your time, of course. This involves dividing your day into the kind of dedicated blocks of time for kind of specific activities. Instead of multitasking, which has been proven to reduce efficiency and also increase your stress, you focus on one task during each block of time. Now, here's how to kind of get started with this time blocking. So we list out all the things we have to do and need to be complete. You group similar tasks together. For example, group all your emails and like administrative tasks into one block. You schedule your blocks. You'll allocate specific time, really, slots for each group of tasks, and then be realistic about how long each task will take. You kind of stick to your schedule. During each block, you focus solely on the assigned tasks. Focus only on what you have to do at the moment. and avoid switching between one thing and another, right? One block and another. Once the block is over, it's done, you can move on to the next one. Now, time blocking not only helps you stay organized, but also ensures that you dedicate time to important but non-urgent tasks like personal development and strategic planning. There's this thing I've heard before called the Pomodoro technique. So basically, you kind of like a time management method, right? It was developed by someone named Francesco Cirillo. It was like in the late 1980s, and this technique uses a kind of a timer to break work into like intervals. Traditionally, it's kind of like 25 minutes in length, separated by like short breaks. So you select a task you need to complete. You set a timer for like 25 minutes, and this is called one Pomodoro, right? And you work on that assignment or task. Focus solely on that until the timer rings. And then you kind of like take a short break. Sometimes it could be like 5 minutes or so, and you step away from your work to rest and recharge. Now, when we say rest and recharge, don't mean to be on your phone. It can be just kind of just silent breathing. Just close your eyes, silent breathe. Maybe you can be able to go outside for a moment, be in nature. Just no distractions, just relaxation. And then after like four pomodoros, can I say, four tasks, you take a longer break, maybe about 15 to 30 minutes, let's say. And then after that, you just continue into all your pomodoros are completed. The Pomodoro technique, kind of helps maintain focus and kind of productivity while preventing kind of burnout. It's especially useful for assignments that require sustained concentration. One of the biggest challenges to optimizing time is the tendency to say yes to every request and opportunity. Now, while being helpful and open to new experiences is great, overcommitting can lead to really stress and diminish productivity. We have to learn to say no. Learning to say no is crucial for time optimization. Here are kind of some tips. Know your priorities. Be clear about your goals and values. When a new opportunity arises, assess whether it really aligns with your priorities. Be polite, but firm to anyone. You can decline requests without being rude. Phrases like you kind of say, I appreciate the offer, but I need to focus on my current commitments. If this kind of thing works well. Offer, alternatives. If you can't help directly to someone who needs something from you, suggest someone else who might be able to assist them, right? Saying no really frees up time for the tasks, the assignments, and activities that matter most to you, ensuring that your schedule reflects your true priorities. Another thing is about also leveraging technology. In today's digital age, technology can be both a blessing, but also kind of a curse. While it can be a significant source of distraction, it can also be a powerful tool for optimizing your time. Here are some ways to leverage, technology. We can start using, tools. Like there's lots of apps out there, time management apps we can use to help us with like anything we have to do, organize or prioritize anything or any assignment. There are tools like Todoist, there are Trello, Asana, right? One of the most popular ones, of course, is calendar apps. Like, for instance, Google Calendar. It helps to schedule your time blocks and reminders. It sends you notifications when you need a notification to remind you that something's coming up. Now we can go through all of them, but it will take a lot of time. But just to give you an idea, there are lots of apps out there like Forest, Focus at Will, Zapier, IFTTT. There's tons out there. It's just a matter of like what works best for you, right? By using technology wisely, you can like streamline your workflow, you can stay organized, and also maintain focus. Now, the importance of rest and reflection. Optimizing your time isn't just about like work and always productivity. It's also about rest and reflection. That's why it is like I previously mentioned in the Pomodoro technique. Taking time to rest and recharge is essential for maintaining high performance and preventing burnout. Incorporate, we can incorporate kind of these practices into our routine. Like take regular breaks. Take short breaks throughout the day to rest your mind and body. Have something to eat, of course, drink water, that sort of thing. Prioritizing getting, and this is the hard part, getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. I mean, I try to get between 7 and 8. I rarely go into 9, but if I need 9, sometimes I'll take the extra hour if I need to. But 7 to 8 hours, especially, make sure you're well rested. Reflection time, spending time reflecting on your goals, progress, and the effectiveness of your time management strategies. Adjust it as necessary. Use a journal if you have to reflect on what needs to be done, what has been going well for you in the past, and what's going well in the future, and maybe you can make some changes, of course. I mean, there are lots of things we can do, of course. And then I guess that's all for today's episode of the Wise Mindset Guy podcast. I hope you found these tips and strategies helpful in your quest to optimize your time and achieve an amazing life. Remember that, the key to effective time management is not just about being busy, but being productive and also purposeful with your time. Now, if you enjoy this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with friends who might benefit from these insights. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Join us next week as we explore more ways to live a balanced, fulfilling life. Until then, stay focused, stay organized, and make the most of every moment. Thank you for listening.